All right, calm down. I'm here. Oh my god. Mister, are you going live? Is there going to be a stream tonight? What, you guys think I stream every night or something? Wow, so many people. Here I was, eating sardines, enjoying myself, and never-ending DMs of, oh, mister, you're late for the live stream. Why don't you go live? What's up, Big T Exotic? What's up, King Kong? He says, very late. Yeah, I know, I'm late, guys. I'm sorry. Bad TCC, bad. I was busy spending $7,000. I bought a new car today. It's one I'd been staring at. Yeah, it's the one I'd been staring at for a while. I felt like, yeah, I don't know. Whenever you buy a really good card, you do pay a high price for it. That's what it comes down to, you know? There's no cheap price shortcuts for truly collectible cards. That's how it is. Aren't cars? Cars? Did I say cars? Cards. What card you bought? It's only 11. You're in big trouble, mister. We never priced these yesterday. Oh, there's a new Charizard for sale versus Collection Charizard. I know you guys are always just waiting for a Charizard to come out, so there he is. $630. You might pop him into SLAB-AWAY. Look at this. Whoa! Some beautiful long crimp booster packs here. I believe these two are heavy. They weigh just over 21. I don't know if that guarantees that they would be heavy. But yeah, I mean, I was looking up heavy weights on like eBay and yeah, I don't know. So they're slightly more heavy than the others. Show us your graded energy card. Let's say heavy question mark. 21.3 is heavy for long crimp. I was getting 21 point like, oh, that's loud. What the hell? Take us back to the other song. Jesus. Are those from the same person you showed me, mister? I don't remember. Here, let me grab this. I might be moving back to California. California! California. You're not moving out here to Lake of the Ozarks? Oh, wait. Did I grab the wrong ones? So that's 20.9. This is 20.9. That's weird. Huh. I'm weighing them again. Oh, so this one says 21.03. What do you think of that? 21.03. This is 21.03. 20.8. Oops. 20.9. 20.8. 20.8. Huh. That's interesting. It's like I weighed them a second time and the weights were different. Man, maybe I need to get a better scale. That's light, dog. 21.03. 21.03. So these are 21.03. Hey, why don't we open one? Let's just see what happens. I'll open one for myself. Really, I ought to open this on TikTok. Is there a way I can get this into a TikTok? I don't know. It's a beautiful pack. Those are all light, says Danny. They might all be light. You might be right. I'll open a light pack for myself. Let's see what we got. Maybe I'll make my money back. I don't know. Hard to make your money back these days. What's the most optimal outcome if it isn't a light pack? What card do we want? What's the most valuable light pack rare? Who can tell me? So, we got coughing. Ooh. Metapod. Hey, Pikachu. I know for a fact that's a good pull. So, I got Pikachu. Diglett. Rat-tat-tat. Rat-tat-tat-tat. Energy. Energy. Boom! Electabuzz rare. Oh, that is a light pack. Bummer. There's Magmar. Double colorless energy and Growlithe. That was fun. So my pack just had Pikachu in it. If the pack had Pikachu and Charmander in it, that would certainly help. Are any non-haulers more valuable than starter comments? Give me the Diglett. Oh, I'll give you the Diglett. Let's get this double colorless energy. Not the first time someone said that. Mister, how much for that Metapod? How much for that Metapod? You know, $1 billion. At least you know they are light. That's right. We got little Diglett. So they're all light. No point in opening them. We could send them all out to grade as booster packs, though, right? Ooh. There's coughing. Coughing, coughing, coughing. Look at that coughing. He looks like he's getting high on his own supply. Look at his eyes rolling back. Beautiful. Oh, man, I'm loving this music. Some cool music. Wow. Let's take a quick look at the back of the cards. Okay. Now, that doesn't look like it's going to be a 10. Some of these do, though. Yeah, these are looking okay. So, in general... Oh, man, that's so loud, dude. Anytime the saxophone comes out, I want to throw up. No saxophone in my video game music, please. Whew. Saxophone my butt. Diglett is an earth turd, huh? Wow, so that was fun. I really enjoy opening these vintage packs. Boy, if I didn't have more discipline than I do, I'd just open them all, to be honest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there's 11 cards here. And they would need to sell for $20 on average, I think, for me to make most of the money back. I don't even know if that's break even. Actually, yeah, I don't remember what I paid for these. But yeah, so even if these sold for $20 each, I think I still lost money. Cut the rat-a-tat. Open them all. We're going to open them all, guys. Gotta open them all. Gotta open them all. Pokemon. Wow, lots of fun. So these will be for future openings, but also potential pack grades. If I could just reach this box. Oh my God, that's impossible to reach. Why didn't I have larger arms? Longer arms. Okay, but tonight we have a much cooler pack that we're opening. We're opening these Plasma Blast. Black and white packs, Plasma Blast. These have been really fun to open. Can't wait to see some really big hits coming out of there. What should I do with these, I wonder? You think I should actually send them all out to grade? Thing is, I actually, believe it or not, I got a ton of them. I got a ton of base set cards. Ungraded, just waiting to grade. I'll cut it. Sell me a Metapod. Sell you a Metazoo? You got it. Did you guys notice the Metazoo hype's basically dead? When's the last time you heard anyone talking about Metazoo? That Pikachu and Electabuzz, at least. There's Growlithe. Oh, I'll take Metazoo. Here's Double Colorless. Inky. Here's Magmar. Last night on your channel. Oh. Yeah, we only talk about it to disparage it. There we go. There's a difference. There we go. What was that old Mothman selling for? Wasn't he selling for like 11,000 or 15,000 at one point? Early on, he went for like 15,000. One of them did, didn't he? What do you think he's going for today if we looked it up? Out of all the conspiracy theories, what percentage do you think is true? All of them? Yeah, I don't know, man. It's crazy how many conspiracies most recently came true. I heard Mezu claimed that Pokemon copied them with the whole Terra stuff. What? That was our idea. Pokemon stealing our ideas. Humble Metazoo coming up with the latest Pokemon trend. I knew we were better than Pokemon. There you go. All right, all right, all right. And Leaf Energy. Energy. Okay. You know, all I need to do to make my money back is cut my finger and bleed all over the Leaf Energy, sign it, and then sell it to you guys as a signature blood card. Selling some of my blood. Now, there's a cost to that. The cost is I have to bleed. I never bleed. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Nobody. All right. How about this empty booster pack? Well, it looks pretty torn up. I don't think that's presentable. All right. Trashing it is. Throwing it away. Seen any good movies lately? What are we watching? What are we watching lately? Let me think about it. We watched The Addams Family, the original Tim Burton film. That was really good. We both enjoyed it. Yeah, Tim Burton. I'll give you 10 cents for the base set pack. We also watched the original Tim Burton 1989 Batman with the Nicholas, whatever his name is, Joker. Such a good movie. So much better than the movies we have today. Like, it was just immediately better. There we go. Let me grade it. Nobody talked about the gender wage gap. There was no nonsense in the movie at all. It's just bad guys and good guys, and an interesting story. Mr. Auction off the pack. It's for you, for free. All right. So, where are we going? I'm refreshing my PayPal, my emails. How is your Tuesday night? Tuesday's not known for being an especially big part of the week when it comes to Pokemon sales. But we can hang out on Tuesday. Measure Diglets. Let's see. Learn about U.S. sales tax exemptions. I'm not going to click on that. And let me hit the refresh button. Ooh, we got orders. We have an order from David Moraes. One more Crown Zenith spot. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, I got to get us some Crown Zenith, don't I? We're not even running a Crown Zenith medium. You're the first one in, it looks like. You said one more spot. The other one already finished, I think. Yeah, let's get you one. I have a bunch of interviews, but no offers. Oh, that's not good, Coeli. Got to keep trying, man. Okay, let me think for a second. Oh, the medium. Medium. Crown. Zenith. So Crown Zenith was $10 a spot, and there were, what, 10 spots, right? Okay, there we are. David Morris. Who won the last medium? I do not remember who won the last one. David Morris. It was not Coeli, though. Let me get the empty pack for $5, says Alex PSX. I'll go dig it up out of the trash for you, Alex. For $5, though, I don't feel like it's worth $5. Doobity-boo, scoobity-boo, scoobity-boo-doo-bee, doobity-boo, yoobity-ba, dee-ba-doo-ba-doo-bee, scoobity-boo-doo-bee. All right, so how should this actually work? Because it's all kind of messed up, Alex. Is this Splatoon music? Man, this Splatoon music's terrible. It is. It's Splatoon music. Get that stuff out of here. Yuck. Just started collecting around a few months ago, and what are the best grading companies? TheCardconomist Grading. Welcome. Put an energy card in the pack. Oh, that's not a bad idea, actually. The best grading company, have you never heard of us? It's called TheCardconomist Grading. TCCG is the best grading company around. Woohoo! Here's another $5 for saying that. There it goes. That's pretty good. Sponsored by Simmer Down. I sent it, says Alex. I'm sleeving it for you, Alex. You know, Alex, whenever you guys buy an empty booster pack, you should always consider potentially paying for a booster pack display. You know what I'm talking about? I sell those booster pack displays, and just have me put the empty booster pack into a booster pack display. It looks great. It's a perfect way to display them. What the hell? Did this just end? I saw my return, mister. It was a 9. Oh, yeah. There were a couple express grades that were just not very good. If I could give you a 10, I would. I'd love to give, especially guys who are like buying express grades and everything, but I just can't. There was a problem on the card. Which card was yours? Yeah, which card was yours? Somebody got an 8. I was like, oh no, because it was very off center, I think. There we go. I like Mister's harsh grading. Not harsh, correct. Correct grading, that's all, just correct. I don't want it to be harsh, and I don't want it to be light either. It's got to be exactly the right grade. That's my goal, is exactly the right grade. Altart Reggie Drago. Didn't Reggie Drago get a... Oh, that Reggie Drago was so close to an 8. It was so close to an 8. You have no idea. 9 is actually a lucky grade for that card. So the back of the card grades 8. The front of the card does not. That's the only reason your card got a 9. So I was this close to handing out the 8. You're lucky that the front of your card was so well centered. There we go. Yeah, you're lucky that the front of your card was so well centered, because it would have gotten an 8 based on the back. The front is better centered than the back, but the back was very off center. How bad is the cut grade? The cut grade? I'm afraid it got a 0. I think the AI grading, is what is ruining the grading process, takes the human aspect out of it. I mean, I think that AI assisted grading makes a lot of sense, because you can have a computer speed up the grading process. So that makes a lot of sense. All right, thank you, Alex. This will be sent to the box where we put all the slabs. All right, Andrew Poe sent $120, but didn't explain what he was doing with it. Okay. Andrew Poe, I appreciate the $120. Outsource John. What? I'd like to teach John to grade one day, but he got to do the same job I would. All right. Speaking of John, we need 30 grades tonight, guys. Send John some grades. We got cheap grading, $8 a card. We got to get some grades for John ready. Assisted, yes, but do the whole grade for the card is poo-poo. All right, let's get some prices on these. So we got Nidoqueen, we got Growlithe, looking great. These 9s are a great way to collect Cardos, guys, because I've seen the price on the 10s. Have you seen the price on the 10s? Extremely expensive. Not only that, but they're just, I don't know. They're just real expensive, man. So if you wanted to collect these, collecting them as 9s might make a lot of sense. The $7,000 card I just bought was a Cardos card. All right. Let's see what we got. Simmer down now. There are no 9 Growliths. I really like this card a lot. I think it's a really cute card. I'm going with the higher price for him. There is no 9 for sale at all. He's going for $120. Nidoqueen card ass. Let's see about that Nidoqueen. Okay. There is no 9 for sale. There is no 9 for sale of the Nidoqueen. She's going for $120. How about this Machamp? PSA 8. PSA 8. Wow, you can't even find 9s of this stuff anymore. There are no 9s of the Machamp. There's no 9s of Nidoqueen, no 9s of Growlithe, no 9s of Machamp. People must be gobbling them up or something, or they were never listed. Because if you actually look up the pop, maybe I should just be writing the pop on every one of these. Because a lot of people just don't understand how rare they are. Let me go to the PSA pop report, okay? Any Gengar or Gyarados on Cardos? I believe I have Gyarados, but he will strictly be in the live customs if you want him. Pocket Monsters. Right? That's what they're called? Yeah. 1997 Pocket Monsters. And we've got Growlithe. You want to know the pop on Growlithe? Here we go. You ready for the... This is the PSA 9 population. Pop 18. There's 18 of them. And there's 22 10s. The Nidoqueen. Nidoqueen is Pop 19, and there's 18 10s. How much is express grading? It's much cheaper than it used to be. You can find it in the description. It's also faster unless you order over the weekend, which I don't recommend ordering grading over the weekend. So there's Nidoqueen. Here's Machamp. And Machamp is Pop 18, and there's only 14 of the 10s. Okay. So he's rare. Here's this Pop 9 Geodude. Geodude's only Pop 11? So wait, was there actually a 9 for sale for 50 bucks? Or was that a made-up price? Hold on. Don't buy that. That is a made-up price. The PSA 9 is my own made-up price, and it's a stupid price. That's coming off. You should have bought it yesterday. That is too low of a price. There's a PSA 7 of this Geodude for $100. And I think yesterday I said, oh, that's too high. So this Pop 9 Geodude, he is $90 now. He's too rare. He's Pop 11. And for the 10s, how many 10s were there? There's only 6 10s of this card. So that's like a total of 17 between the 9s and the 10s. It's like he almost doesn't exist. And then the Seeking too. We're going to look up Seeking. Oops, hold on. Seeking is Pop 12, and there's only 8 of the 10s. Pop 12. See? So you guys are out there spending the same money on modern cards, whether it be booster packs or whether it be seal boosters. Sealed cards, graded cards. Here you got actual rare cards right in front of your face. You don't want them. Maybe it's because you see the number 9. I'm not sure. All right. So, Andrew Poe sent me 120, and I don't know why. Brooks Bellinger says 1 live custom. Oh, Brooks, you shouldn't have. Okay, Brooks. Description says 13 for express. That's right. You can express grade a card. That allows you to jump the line, and your cards are graded first. That's cool. I'm sorry, Brooks. 2 NBAs, and it's just $13. Our prices are very competitive. They're compelling prices. I know you're tempted. I don't want them because they're not real Pokemon cards. Well, maybe what you mean is they're not part of the competitive playable TCG cards. But these cards are beautiful nonetheless. I just want to remind you again, a lot of people don't understand who illustrated these cards. It's Ken Sugimori who illustrated these cards. So that's very special. And I think over time, the Pokemon card community will acknowledge how special that is. Let's see. You ready? Look at this. Ken Sugimori is a friend of Satoshi Tajiri, an illustrator of the original artwork for the Pokemon games. There you go. All right, and then... You ready? Here we go. So this is Bulbapedia, or Bulbagarden or something, Pocket Monster Cardos trading cards. The Pocket Monster Cardos trading cards are a set of Pokemon-themed trading cards that were manufactured by Bandai Cardos in 1996 and 1997, with all the artwork drawn by Ken Sugimori. There it is. He was the original Pokemon artist, and these are the cards he made, and they're more rare than just about anything right now. And Yeah, I'm loving them. I'm buying them up if you didn't know that. I'll show you my latest purchase. So, give me a second. I just bought this one, the Starter Pikachu Special Checklist for $7,464. So I just bought that because, you know, when I pick out a card I want to buy, I pick out what I think is the very best card on the market. And that was the one I picked. And here it is. Look at that artwork, man. I'm loving it. Pikachu, Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle in that artwork with Trainer Red. So I just bought that because that was illustrated by Ken Sugimori, and they're ending the whole, you know, Ash and Pikachu, and I feel like it's from an older era, and it's a very cool card that'll uphold its value for a while. Did you get my SLAB-AWAY giveaway? I've been working the last few nights. I still haven't done it. You know what you need to do? Will you contact John for me? Contact John and tell him to send me that card, okay? One Japanese V-Star. Have no fear. There's always another day to give away your cards, I promise. All right, let's see. Shuffle the live customs, mister. Did I not shuffle them yet? I need to shuffle them. So I just bought that card because I really actually like Cardos a lot. And I think that maybe the average collector will not be able to afford some of the more expensive cards in the set. I think that you could do pretty well with the 9s, though. I have a story to tell. Once upon a time, I bought up a lot of 9s from the Rocket Returns collection. Do you guys remember Rocket Returns? And they had prices like this. The Rocket Return 9s had prices like $90 and $75. All those 9s doubled in price because it turned out the Rocket Returns collection was just really, really rare. That's all there was to it. It was just very rare. So it didn't matter if it was 9s or 10s. It was the fact that they were exceptionally rare. The 9s still went up in value. Now, that's not true for other card sets. You got card sets where there's like 1 trillion 9s, and then there's hundreds of 10s. The 9s just don't go up in those sets. But these are actually rare. And the best part is there's no sealed product of it lying around. These didn't come in booster packs. They were a vendor card. So none of it is sitting around in a sealed vendor pack. Booster pack, I mean. And what you're seeing is basically what remains of them. They're actually very rare. I'm trying to educate people on them. All right, Brooks Bellinger. Here we go. I think that they're so rare that nobody even knows about them. Here's Greninja. And that poses its own problem. That was the same problem that Rocket Returns had. Rocket Returns was so rare, no one talked about it. It wasn't until like maybe a year later that some of the other YouTubers were talking more about Rocket Returns. By then, I'd already bought them all. Here we are. And I still own my really large Rocket Returns collection, and I absolutely love holding it. Mr. actually gives people knowledge. Unlike 95% of the content creators, I need friends that play Scarlet Violet. Mr. I'm late and catching up. Did you sell those base set boosters? Oh, no, you missed it. I gave them all away, dude. You just weren't here for it. Ah, darn it. No, I still have them. They're gonna be pack breaks in the future, maybe the near future. That's a boat. You can hear a boat going by. Who's driving their boat at 1:30 a.m. in the morning? Oh my God, these guys on their boats, man. You can drive your boat at night. There's no rules. You can drive your boat at any time of the day or night. It's just surprising that they're doing that like in January. But I guess actually it was really warm the last 2 days, so it makes sense. Brooks Bellinger, let's find your bag. I've got to do that. I've got to drive my boat around at night. I bet it's a very creepy feeling. It must be like extra dangerous at night, you know, or extra. It must feel more like in the middle of the woods, in the middle of nowhere. I wouldn't like it. I'd rather do it in the daytime. Oh, there it is. Can you hear it? Hold on, you might be able to hear it. Is it a plane, actually? Oh, that's not a boat. That's a plane. From further away, it sounded like a boat. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. It's a plane. I'm pretty sure it's a plane. Here, I'm getting excited over nothing. Sounds like a plane. Yeah, I agree. From further away, it sounded more like a boat. It's a really loud plane. What that? Must be a giant plane. Here we are, Brooks Bellinger. Welcome, guys, to the late night stream. We started late. That, you know what that means? It means fewer orders. It means the stream will wrap up sooner. So I'm sorry for that. We'll try not to be late tomorrow. We're gonna try and do a daytime stream tomorrow too. Mister, what's your opinion on the alt art loogie? He's cool. I wouldn't collect him right now. I would try to open him out of a booster pack is what I would try to do. So think of it like this. When a set, let's get a little thing here. When a set first launches, we'll say first launches. So when a set first launches, the booster price, the booster pack price is typically at its lowest point. Okay? But the graded slab price is usually at its highest point. All right, so this is when it first launches. The booster packs are very cheap because they just got printed, and the graded chase card is very expensive because there's very few of them graded yet. People are still opening it and still grading him, right? So the pop is low on the graded card. Then time passes. So, oops. Maybe I should write time. So time passes, and later, what happens is the booster packs start to rise because a whole bunch of them have been opened. So they start to go up. And the chase, the PSA 10 chase goes way down. He tends to plummet over time. So they reverse. When a set launches, booster packs are cheap. Graded cards are expensive. What that means is if you really like that set, maybe open a whole lot of the booster packs and hope that you get lucky and someone else gets unlucky. And then go grade it and maybe sell it if you want to flip it. Much later, the booster packs start to go way up in price. So now it costs more to open them because they're out of, they're not being printed as much. And then the price of the chase card goes down because so many of them have been graded. So not only does it cost more to open, but you get less money from the chase pull. So that's how it works. So that's how you think about it, right? Anyways, that's fun to teach you guys about that. Let's see. We're moving on to San A. Hey, mister, I'll take one spot in the Lost Thunder box break. Okay. What's up, San? Welcome back. What is this music? Dude, this music's terrible. Rhythm Paradise? I've never even heard of that. Okay. This is the top 100 Nintendo music. Yeah, right. Some game I've never even heard of. Okay, San. There you go. And then he says, a spot in the Plasma Blast break. Heck yeah. Beanie Weenie is grateful for the lesson. So he asked me, his original question was how I felt about the Chase Lugia card. I wouldn't buy it. I would grade it and flip it maybe. There's a lot of people trying to do that, so it's more competitive than ever. If you open boosters, you have a chance at pulling him and being lucky, and then you can flip him and make a profit very easily. But that's like playing the slots. It requires you to get lucky. So that's how it is. Overall, it's a good-looking card, but I'm in no hurry to buy a recently printed card. I'm in a hurry to buy these cards, like the one I just spent $7,500 on, because those aren't being printed anymore, and the more people start to understand them, the harder they'll be to obtain. Here's Cheese, says a Lost Thunder. You got it, Cheese. All right. Mr. Cheese. Thank you, Cheese. Here's Jesse Salinas. 1 Chili Willy for Big Exotics. And 2 for me. I need a new bag. How's it going, Jesse? So these 2 are for you. This is your gift to Big T Exotics. Show me that card, mister. Swirlex. I'm sorry, that's a cold pack. Maybe your packs will be hot. It's a kind gift. You know, it could have been Golden Snorlax. That would have been a very good gift. All right. How about Jesse Salinas? You've got Cybold. Oh, we have a move-in date now. We are moving into the new home this Friday, which is like in 3 days. We've hired movers, and they're going to help us move all my inventory, and they're going to help me move the encapsulator. So we're there, guys. We might start skipping streams, just so you're aware, but it's a temporary thing. It's because of moving, especially the day of or the day before, depending on what I deem to be necessary. We might be cleaning things up and preparing for them to start moving all the boxes. It's a very big deal. All right, they were all cold. Let's get a new bag for Jesse Salinas. Oh, Jesse. Jesse, you're so silly. Skip the daytime. Yeah, it might make sense for me to skip daytime streams and to start moving things over there every day at this point. Because if I get some of the moving done ahead of the moving crew, that will make life a lot easier for us. There's some things I'm not going to allow them to move. Here we are. But Friday's the day, guys. They're going to move the encapsulator over. They're going to move a whole bunch of inventory over. And then we will be moved into that new house, and my wife will be clicking her heels. She's very excited. Gotta let them touch the inventory. Dang, that's something I may have to move myself. I trust no one, though. Well, some inventory. All right, there we go. So now, Leo Flores, 2 V-Star Universe. 2 V-Star Universe. Bulk grade, 1 hit of your choice, says Leo Flores. You got it, Leo. We need 30 grades. 30 grades tonight, guys. We got to keep John full-time employed. Here's Dialga. I actually like the Gengar. If you don't get a hit in this next pack, we're doing Gengar. Oh, you got Absol. All right, so Absol it is. Very nice. Thanks, man. Sweet. Let me grab one of these. All right. Set that down. And let's find your bag. So Leo Flores. Where will I run into a Leo Flores? Aha! Here we are. Oh, I gotta sleep this guy. So how you guys feeling tonight? It is Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. How's your days going by? Anything interesting happening? Set this over here. I like bump my elbow, and now my elbow hurts every time it touches the table. Payday soon. Wednesday evening for me. What? Can't be Wednesday evening for you. That's improbable. Now we have Gregory Pablo. 2 more spots in the Lost Thunder box. You got it, Gregory Pablo. I love seeing all the cut comments. Have you started taking mail-in grades? Yes. In fact, I think someone sent me a mail-in grade box. I saw their name on the box. Slow night at work, only made $60. Oof. That's no good. Got to make more than that, man. In Minnesota, we got over 7.5 inches of snow, and it's still snowing. Oops. Alex says empty base set pack. You got it, Alex. Tyler Stite says 2 in the Lost Thunder pack break. Box break. Here it is. Tyler Stite. And this is 1, 2. How does mailing in work? We mail in. You just send it over here and I keep it. Greg Brown says, new bag, 3 pack breaks. Whoa, Greg Brown. Nice to meet you, Greg. Greg, have you ordered with me before? 1, 2, and a 3. So this is plasma pack break. It's got a lot of nice cards in it, and it's reasonably affordable. That's what's nice about this set. I have good nights that make up for it. Oh, nice. Hey, that's kind of like me. Some days I do better than others. Gregory. Gregory. There we go. Now, he also says 3 in the Lost Thunder box break. Okay, Greg Brown. Wait. Did I write down Powers the whole time? Where did Powers come from? It's Greg Brown. Do you think even lower graded Card House Pocket Monster cards will do okay? I think they will. That's my honest opinion. I think 9s will do fine. I don't know about Beneath the 9. Beneath the 9 is more like a luxury purchase maybe, or like a gift you're buying for yourself or a friend. But I believe because the 10s are so extremely rare that even the 9s will have to raise in price. That's what'll happen. That happens with card sets when people want to collect a card set, but it's actually extremely rare. The 9s start to go up in price as a result. Greg Brown. Because what happens is you can't find any 10s at all, and you see that there's like 1 9 for sale, and you start to feel like, man, even the 9s are hard to find. I guess I'll scoop that off the market and hold it. That's the feeling. 6 people in the pack break. Mr. Dean Brown, so beta, he changes it to Powers. Powers, Austin Powers. I too like to live dangerously. Sir, I suggest you hit. I too like to live dangerously. What a great movie that was. All right, now we've got Luis Oyervides, 2 Sun and Moon base sets. Yay! Neat. What do we got? Ultra Ball. All right, and Sun and Moon base set. Oh, Espeon EX. What a beautiful card, man. Hit the like button. Yeah, we started real late tonight. I'm sorry about that, guys. We should have started about 11. And instead, we started at like 1. So it's going to be one of those awkward streams where it's like probably going to be a smaller stream, fewer orders. That's what happens. We're going to be live tomorrow for the daytime. I've got a box of Sun and Moon. I hope it goes up in price. Sun and Moon base set. It's such a good set that I always keep it on the menu, and yet it rarely sells. I don't understand. It's got Espeon Hyper Rare. It's got Umbreon Hyper Rare. It's got Lily. It's got Ultra Ball. It's got Solgaleo Lunala, which are decent. It's got Tauros is decent. I'm trying to remember what else is in there. Yeah, it's got just the fact that it's an Umbreon set. You'd think that it would do well, but it's like, no. What Mister was doing the snooze to. Yeah, I was pretty busy. Okay, we've got Sean McNamara, 1V Star Universe. What's up, Sean? Lily is in the Sun and Moon base set, and she is a fantastic pull. I bet you she probably goes for 200 bucks, if not more. All right, let's see. For a while, she was getting close to $1,000. That was back during the great PSA lockdown time period. When the hype was at its peak and PSA had millions of cards in the backlog, and now I bet they don't. There's no way they have as bad of a backlog now. There we go. Very nice. What is this music? It sounds terrible. Ah, there we go. Jesse Salinas, 1 in the box break. Oh, we're going to get this box break done tonight. Bring back that time then. Yeah, that was a good time to sell all of your cards, I guess. Because what was about to happen was all of those cards that were being graded were going to hit the market over time. And then subsequently they would fall in price. 2 Chili Willies. The very, very best time to sell all your Pokemons, actually, might have been in November of 2021. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, that was one of my worst performing months of this year when you compare it to the previous year. But when I think about it, last year, November 2021, that was like when the stock market in crypto was at its peak, correct? Oh, so the stock market was up, crypto was up, and Pokemon were up. They were all up at the same time. Maybe that's why my sales look so bad compared to last year. Huh. So 2 Chili Willies. Yeah, the sales fell at their worst during November. They were down by like 37%. That's a lot. But when I think about it, the stock market was at its peak last year. So was crypto. So maybe it was just the case that everyone had been buying all these assets because it seemed like the economy was in overdrive. But what was really going on was full inflation hadn't set in and people were spending stimulus dollars. Okay. Here we are, 2 Chili Willies. I love Chili Willies. Jesse Salinas. What a great set. Ah, yes, my friend. Where's my stimmy? Here, Cybold. I got some Japanese shield boxes last year for like $70. Now they're up to $200. Nice. Sweet. I think Evolving Skies has done pretty well for me over time. Judu's rarer, but cheaper. Deserves more love. Yeah, I know. I agree, man. But he's Judude. Judude was a common Pokemon. He was like Pidgey. People want Charizard. People who are hippies want Growlithe. They go, yeah, well, my favorite Pokemon was Growlithe because I'm cool. This is good music. Some music is much better than other music. Okay, Darren Thompson says 4 Silver Tempest. Silver Tempest. Silver Tempest. Silver Tempest. I gotta stop singing that now. Christmas time's over. Next up, we got Valentine's coming up in February. What are you guys buying for your significant other, if you have one? Pokemon cards? If you didn't answer Pokemon cards, is it really love? Mister, if you only had one vintage Pokemon card pack with a crazy hit in it, would you open it? Well, yeah, I mean, if it had a hit in it, it's not just a boulder, it's a rock. Mr. Martin Luther King is coming up. Oh, I didn't even think of that. Martin Luther King. I have a dream. I have a dream that we should burn the city down and loot a bunch of stuff. Here we are. Didn't Martin Luther King lock arms and they calmly walk down the street? That's amazing and powerful messaging, you know what I mean? It makes you think of peacefulness and righteousness. The looting does not make you think of righteousness. Looting makes you think of crime, theft, chaos. It makes you think of victims. You're victimizing somebody who maybe even supports your cause is the wildest part. The person you're stealing from might actually agree with you and support your cause, but you're stealing their livelihood and destroying them. So, no, I was very, very different kind of protest back in the day, huh? Here's Radiant Alakazam. Ooh, he's got 2 spoons. How nice. I'm white. Where's my privilege, says Pimp K. The whole system was built for you, Pimp K. Now pay your reparations. There you go, Croc-a-Rock. Yeah, my family, my ancestors, no one in my family tree ever owned any slaves at all. Never benefited from it. Yeah, but the idea that they should be punished for it is silly. Darren Thompson. Let's find his bag. Oh, Darren. I think if you could find the actual families who benefited from slavery in the past, and you literally find them, that is taxed them, maybe took away some of their prosperity, let's say they were a wealthy family, in fact, I think that you could argue that that's justice because it's a type of generational wealth that they got from their parents who benefited from slavery. So you could make that argument. But all these people who never benefited from it, it just makes less and less sense. And then also there's white families who fought to end slavery and they get punished too. It just doesn't make any sense. You know, that was 3 silver. I ordered 4 and a V-Star. Wait, you want the whole order? Come on, man. What is this, Darren Thompson? You want the whole order? Here we go. The other 2 packs were your reparations payment. What about the Indians that were killed instead of enslaved? Yeah, there's a lot, right? There's a lot, and there's an endless number of grievances that occurred in the past, not just in the United States, but in pretty much every country. So maybe every country that ever did anything wrong should have to pull out a whole bunch of money and give it to another group. But it's like, what about that group? Did that group ever do anything wrong? You know what I mean? Every nationality was slaves at one point. Here we are. So we're talking about reparations. Maybe we should trace the ancestors of the people in Africa who sold their African brothers and sisters to the slavers to get to America. Maybe if any of them still have wealth, we should trace them back to Africa and say, you've got to pay up now because you made money off of this too. You know what I mean? You got to pay up too, man. Here we go. All right, Darren Thompson. I'm sure the people who stand to perhaps gain money would probably be okay with that. In fact, they'd probably be like, yeah, okay, let's do that too. We got to get the money from somewhere. Here's Taven Richardson, 3 in the Lost Thunder break. You got it, Taven. All right, Taven Richardson. Aha, there we go. Here's Matt Rodriguez. Hit me with some PAX 12 Silver Tempest. Still got that Togepi Team Rocket Slab, mister? I believe I do. Let me show you. Togepi, pee on me. Somewhere. Thought I had it. All right, it's got to be further back here somewhere. I got a Togetic, by the way. Ah. Rocket Returns, Reverse Hollow Togepi, $135 for an 8. That Rocket Returns collection, man, that got real expensive over time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go. Put this one back. Which Merlin stickers have the Prism Hollows? They all have Prism Hollows. What do you mean by Prism Hollows? They all have hollows. The hollows are all very similar to each other. Anthony has unfinished business. Woo! The ghost of Anthony's here. Leave this place. Woo! Sleep. Mister, I just cracked the F up Togepi on me. Played it back and you did 5 packs total, mister. Not trying to eat, but you don't want to lose money. He stole from me! That mother... No, it's fine. It's not a big deal. All right, Matt Rodriguez. So you're saying I didn't mess up the order. Son of a bitch. Poking fun, the lithium mines are horrible. I want some lithium mines. Where can I hire some poor people in a third world country to mine the lithium mines for me? Here's Cat. That's just how it goes, man. You know, as much as we like to think, oh, I can't believe people in a foreign country work for so little, it's still better than if we gave them no business at all. That's how capitalism works. They are better off because somebody is over there actually making use of their resource and paying them to do it. And the economy in that area is different. So even being paid a little bit of money has more meaning over there than it does over here. So if you're in California making $20 an hour and you find out somebody, let's say in Africa, was making $1 an hour, you'd be like, that's terrible. But have you seen the cost of living in Africa? It's much lower, actually. It's like a lot lower than you realize. Please discard reverse hollows. Thanks, Matt. Appreciate it. Until one of them dies and gets buried on the work site. Well, and that's really unfortunate. Each job comes with risks. People die driving forklifts in the United States. People die working for USPS. People die on the road driving trucks. People die... I hear that fishing is a very dangerous job. Where'd you get your fish from? Somebody fished it for you. So, you know, it's a dangerous job. You could argue it's a more dangerous job, and maybe it is. Ken Block passed away. Maybe they should have thought about that before being peasants. All right, Matt Rodriguez. Let's find that bag. So, Matt Rodriguez, I'm going to start over here. Oh, Matt. Why don't they just get a job as a journalist? Duh. They could have gotten jobs as journalists. Personally, I would have gotten a job as a journalist. People die for pussy. Probably, actually. Peasantry should be a crime. And you can disagree with me. I think that peasantry will always occur. Here in the United States, we don't call the lowest working class peasants, but they're basically peasants, right? Now, I've thought a lot about this, Matt. Matthew Fowler, right? I've thought a lot about this. You know why peasantry occurs? I used to think peasantry only occurs because there's some evil king at the top, beating the workers. Over time, my point of view has, let's say, included the other half to the equation where there's just people who are not very smart, dude. They're just not that smart. Like, the reason that they do a low-skill job is because they don't have any skill. And that's not something that the person at the top can solve for them. He can't turn them into doctors. He can't turn them into engineers. And it's his job to just hire the cheapest worker. So he just goes out and says, here's what I can pay. And if people are willing to do it, they're willing to do it. If they won't, then he just hires somebody in China to do it. And guess what? They are willing to do it over there. So that's supply and demand in the labor market. But the real problem isn't just that there's rich guys who know how to squeeze the little guy, which I would argue it's not with jobs that they squeeze them, but often it's with advertisement, selling them things they don't need, like drugs. That's how you really get squeezed. But it's not just that, but the real problem is that people just don't know how to help themselves. They don't know how to get out of poverty. They don't know how to become a CEO or an investor or one of these very important roles in society. They just know how to push Walmart carts at Walmart, and that's it. And they might never be any better for anything other than that. And you know why? Because not everyone is born equal. That's the truth. That's the truth to it all. People who get real mad about the peasantry and all that, as much as I like to talk about it, people are born unequal to each other. Some people are born a lot smarter, I think. And the differences could be really huge, actually, in intelligence. Some people could be born capable of doing, quantum physics, and the other guy is he can dig a hole, and that's about as much as he can do. He can dig like a ditch, but that's about the extent of his skill. Skill problem. Super Dan says 2 lost thunders. Anyways, so I think it's those two things together. You got the aristocracy who pushes down on you, they suppress you, or they withhold the truth, or they tell you the big lies. But then on the other hand, some people are just not that skilled. What can you do about it? You probably know somebody like that. You probably know somebody who they offer no skill to society, and they're not even trying. Which maybe they just need to hear me say, get out there and try or something, or they need to hear somebody like their dad tap them on the shoulder and say, get out there, son, and develop a real skill, not pushing Walmart carts at Walmart skill, because that's not a real skill. So they might just need someone to tap them on the shoulder and tell them, go to a trade school, go apply for a job where you'll be forced to learn something new. Go to school and learn some, arithmetic or some sort of scholarly thing. You know what I mean? Academia. So they might just need to hear that. But there's always going to be this percentage of the society that just cannot evolve further from where they are in life. And they won't. And they'll die that way. So it's an interesting problem. Sometimes the people at the top are just opportunists, Super Dan says, Mister, can I get a V-Star Universe? You got it, Super Dan! A lot of people suck with real money in their hands. Yep, some kids who mow lawns grow up to have the biggest landscaping business, or they may end up the town drunk who mows lawns, a few lawns. Y'all, let's finish Lost Thunder tonight. I just sent for it, says Jordan. Jordan, now that you've said y'all, we're all going to do it. Come on, y'all. Will you thank your dad for teaching you how to work? Yeah, I probably would. Here's Drapion. Look at this Drapion. Here we are. And here's Deoncé. Look at that Deoncé. So nice. Wow. Super Dan, you did snipe. All right, there we go. Are you serious? This is real life. Her forgot the apostrophe, so I'm not going to join it. What? Help! He's draping me! That's right. Super Dan got drapey on. Mister, I want a fwee base step booster pack. Oh! All you had to do was say so. Let me go get it for you, David. Yay, fwee ones! Who doesn't love a fwee booster pack? We have an order now from Garrett Wixom, live custom. Okay, Garrett. Garrett's got... Oh, Garrett, so lucky. Congratulations, man. Whoa, 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 whoa. 064. Look for it. Oh, you got a very nice one. Look at this. That is Cadabra 9 from Cardos. There's no such thing as disability now. It's called laziness. So that's a common Republican talking point, that the real problem is that people are lazy. You know what I mean? And Democrats often say they're not lazy, but they lack opportunity and they don't have access to the same resources that you have access to. What if it was a little bit true on both sides? You have to imagine someone's lazy. How many people are actually lazy? Wouldn't you like to know what the real number is? What if it was a big number? That'd be interesting. What if it was a very small number? That'd be interesting too. But you have to agree, some percentage, we don't know what, but some percentage of the society, they are a burden because they are lazy by choice. Now, we just don't know how big that is. And then I would say the Democrats are right. People who are poor have to try harder to break into the upper classes than people who are born, let's say, in the middle class, who have a lot of security and access to resources and family wealth that somebody who's in the lower class never will have access to. See what I'm saying? But yeah, I would say there always must be some percentage of the population that you would define as just kind of being lazy by choice. You know, you might call them hippies. That's one of the terms we used to use. We used to call people hippies. Garrett Wixom, one Pokebra, they'd be like, free love. Yeah, man, we need to live in a community, and there'll be like a bread maker, and he'll like just give you bread, bro. And there'll be a guy who does like shoes, bro, and we'll just give you shoes. Here's a Radiant Jirachi, Furrowsode Girl, Mel, Metal. You don't understand, bro. Wait till you go to college, bro. Here's Charizard, Shaman, Sneasler, Rotom, Typhlosion, and Darkrai. Okay, that's your Pokebra. I thought it was pretty good. People using motorized carts in Walmart. Yeah, and you could argue that, maybe you could argue that being lazy is not a choice. Maybe you could argue it's a mental disorder. Wouldn't that be interesting? Or maybe you could argue let's say that there's a percentage of people who are lazy, right? So you got a lazy circle. Draw a big circle. We'll say lazy. So let's say you got some percentage of people are lazy. And in that, you have mental disorder, MD. Some people are mental disorder, and the other people, it's by choice, what you might call hippies. So yeah, but how many people is that? That's the good question. Could be a lot. Mister, you being in Missouri, you probably see disabled people all the time. Oklahoma is just as bad. The disabled are reaping the benefits of the working class. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know if I necessarily agree. I see it all the time. When I go to Walmart, do I see really big fat ladies on scooter carts? I do. I consider obesity to be a actually deadly pandemic that we are not addressing, and it should be a top priority because we know that obesity is heart disease, we know that it's cancer, and we know that it's disability. So it's all these terrible things, and COVID had a pretty low mortality rate, whereas cancer and heart attack are the two leading causes of death, and obesity increases the amount of heart attacks and cancer that people have. So that seems to be the bigger problem, and our politicians never cared about that. They're just like, oh, the food we're eating is poison? All right, whatever. You know what I mean? Okay, beautiful. That's for Garrett Wixom. Let's get into your bag. that is of a lower priority. Probably because it's very profitable to sell people Coca-Cola. It's very profitable to sell people McDonald's. All these things that cause you to be obese are big money makers. And the food industry most likely take billions of dollars and give them to politicians to shut up about it. They say, here's your money. Now go ahead and shut up because we don't want you talking about this. Next up, we got Super Dan. One more Lost Thunder. You got it, Super Dan. All right. Go ahead and shut up. We established that liberty to pursue happiness is your constitutional right. I don't believe in rights. Food tastes good to some. If they don't want to stop themselves, it would be communist to force it. That's a great comment, and it gets to sort of the core of the issue. And the core of the issue is a philosophical belief that you could have a conversation about. Do people need a ruler or do they need freedom? Because a ruler would force you, in theory, to do the right thing. And the argument for a ruler is that you're not capable of doing the right thing. You are so incapable of doing the right thing that you need somebody else to be your parent and do it for you. That's why we have Social Security, because you're just not smart enough to invest for retirement. And actually, that might be accurate. How many people do you know are actually doing a good job saving up for retirement? Even you? And then as for food, we know that 40% of Americans count as obese, and that if you actually counted fat people and obese people, that number would be higher than 40. So if almost half of all people are obese, maybe the truth is there's a large percentage of society that's actually not capable of parenting themselves. And that would be the argument from the socialists, from the authoritarians that say that people need a ruler rather than freedom. Here we are. What is this? Music is terrible. Arms. Oh my God. There we go. Whew. Law Arms music kicked up. Have fun, dying young, YOLO. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 spots in the tops now. So, Super Dan. Sorry for the double order, says Super Dan. We have In Peng Sang Valet. One for the Lost Thunderbox. Okay. Gotta play legs. Do you guys know someone in your lives, whether it be a sibling or an aunt or an uncle or a friend, who seems like they would be better off if they had a parent watching them pretty much just all the time, telling them what they can and can't do? I can name people easily. I know a lot of people like that. Basically, anyone who's not succeeding in life right now and making bad choices, you can just like right off the bat say, dude, you need help. You're doing everything wrong, man. 1 V-star. So we got 1 V-star. This is for Wendy's Biggie Bag. What? Yeah, my buddy Alex is like that. Mom! So that's the argument for authoritarianism and the argument against freedom. The argument is that freedom is good, right? That's the argument. But the argument against freedom is that when people are free, they actually make far worse choices on average. And whether or not we stop that's a good question. Now, give me a moment. I had a little stack of cards here and it tipped over. Let me try and pick it all up real fast. I have a time machine, 88 miles per hour. You have base set Shadowless first edition. Mister, sometimes when I don't like going to the bathroom, I pee in a milk jug. I mean, that sounds like a perfectly reasonable thing to do. If you were back in time, what would you do? Invest, right? So You're aware of all the things that are going to go up in price over time. So I would invest and get wealthy from the investment. You put someone in control of your life, things could get ugly. Look at Britney Spears. She's alive, but yeah, I'm not saying I agree with that. I'm not saying that I agree with, what they did to her. All right, what do we got? You just gave it to me. You said hi. Here we are. Yeah, I agree. I'm not a big fan of putting someone else in charge of my life. And, when the government taxes you at high amounts, or they print a lot of money that devalues your buying power with the money that you do have, that's the same as putting someone else in charge of your life. You're saying the government will make decisions on what all my work is going to turn into, rather than me. So again, if you want freedom, you want low taxes and low inflation. That's real freedom, not the supposed American freedom that we claim to have. Here we are. Dude, this music's terrible, man. There's so much bad music in this playlist. What am I even listening to? Incoming. So next up, Sean McNamara, one more V-Star. Some people travel for their life and don't work, and they're living their best life, mister. Is that the case? Playing Donkey Kong. There are a lot of options, mister. Steve. Here we go. Thinking of buying the Lance's Charizard. I see a 600. Buy it now on eBay. Will you honor that price? I won't actually. I'm sorry, but I already knew about that price. I made mine 630 because whenever I put a Charizard up on the table, that's the first slab to sell. So people want that Charizard way more than any other slab. And so I'm tired of never having a Charizard for sale. So what I've done is I've matched the price of the next most expensive Charizard, which is a difference of 30 bucks. And you know what I think? I think he'll still sell. So that's why I'm doing it. I think if you don't snatch him, some other guy's going to snatch him. They're going to be like, I'll buy him. I never have Charizards up on my table. If I match the cheapest buy now, it just goes. And if you decide, he says, do you hate me? If you decide, well, I don't like Minister's Charizard costing a little more, so I'm just going to go buy the eBay one. Well, after you're done buying the eBay one, mine then becomes the cheapest one. See what I'm saying? All right, so next up we got... Now, I don't do that with the other slabs. These are generally cheapest buy it now, but I'm going to do it with Charizard. Jeff Leon says 1 Silver Tempest and 1 V-Star. Inky. Here we are. All right. Think of it like buying my wife and I Pizza Hut, okay? Steep. Buy both and on the market. Who won last night? I fell asleep. Mister, is that the same Charizard as the burner slab? It is. So this is the same exact Charizard that we are destroying. That means when people donate to help destroy this Charizard, it makes the remaining Charizards more rare. That's good for you if you own one. It won't make a huge difference, but it's not like it makes no difference as well. If you really wanted to have an impact on the Lance's Charizard, we'd need to destroy more than one. 6% eBay tax is 636. So
one time I seen a company car standing in front of a house and no one was walking outside for a while. I think someone cheating.
What? One time you saw a car and nobody inside, you think someone was cheating? He's right, Lel. Is that new? I noticed the eBay tax popped up for me. That was interesting because I feel like I didn't always have to pay eBay tax. Has that been a thing this whole time, the eBay tax? Isn't eBay 13%? eBay's a 13% seller fee, but I'm noticing when I buy stuff on eBay, like that one card, there was this huge tax. I'm like, I don't remember that always being a thing. This is Jeff Leon. There's always been a tax. Not for me. I buy a lot of things with no tax. I know that as a fact. Because when a tax, I think it's not always, maybe it depends on where you're buying the card from. So if you're in California, because California loves to tax you, I bet you always pay a tax. When I'm in Missouri buying stuff, there's not always a tax. And I noticed on a couple of the items I bought recently, there was a tax. I was like, oh. I slab away, mister. I'll pay you even more. Sounds good, man. Some places tax on cards, some don't, I notice. Oh, Jeff said he had a box. I'm a dummy, Jeff. Jeff Leon. All right, Jeff, I think you got a box over here. Mister, I paid tax to breathe in California. There we go. Now, I promise you guys, I've not always paid a tax. This last couple purchases, I've noticed that there was taxes. It might be state by state, guys. Just get a New Hampshire proxy address. Some online companies, no tax. All right, cool. We have Elaine Sanko. I'll take 3 V-Star Universe, 3 Lost Origin. I always pay 8.5. Taxes. The government's always doing good things with our money, like sending it to Pakistan for gender studies. $200 million to Pakistan. Did you guys know that? For gender studies over there. They don't even want that stuff. That's not their culture. That's not their religion. There we go. Mr. Cali's going to be out of drought. Mr. It's the Great Flood coming. The Great Flood? I heard your mama had a great flood. Mister, I'm a ladyboy. What? Ladyboy. I'm going to have a smoke and a beer, so I'll be looking. There we go. Dude, I don't like this song either. Skip. Ooh, Delfino Plaza is very good, though. It's going to be a moist flood. Any free ones tonight, please, as we're all poor in the UK. Oh, yeah. We got tons of free ones. 200 million ain't squat for the government. 200 million sounds like it ain't squat to the government, but if you just dismiss 200 million, it all adds up in the end. 200 million here, 200 million there, and 200 million to the individuals, an enormous amount of money. So it's like saying that, oh, well, we can misallocate funds inefficiently because we have a good income. Okay, so how are we in $30 trillion of debt? Because we are not very good with money, and here we are spending $200 million on gender studies. We're subsidizing, we're doing socialism for Pakistan for gender studies? Why? Just learn it online, if you want to learn it even. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, Kyurem. Do you tax for smoochies, misters? Smoochies are under the table. Literally. So you don't have to tax at all on that. Here's Adventurer's Discovery. Gladly, Sally may stop calling. Wow, this is a good round, man. Kyurem and Adventurer's Discovery. Ship me some smoochies. Here's Beautifly. You don't pay taxes when it's a deal done under the table. There you go. Okay, Elaine. Here's, oh, look at this. It's Bibarel. Mister, can you add a free one to my bag? It's my birthday. Lol. What are taxes? Here's Charge-a-Bug. Yay! You charge more for a smooch under the table? Yeah, it's double if it's under the table. What's under the table? Pokemon cards. Diglett. Here's Rayquaza. Ooh. Sweet. All right, that's Elaine Sanko. Mr. Smooches are under the table. Does that mean ... Let's see what we got. Did you hear about Tesla driving off the mountain in California? I did not hear that one. So did they live? Was there a driver inside of it? Here we are, Elaine Sanko. Sweet. What the hell? China V-Star? That's right. China, 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 China. A bunch of people have opened it, believe it or not. Yeah, we've opened a bunch of boxes already. Here's Keller Smith. $40 to my SLAB-AWAY. And Keller Smith. JK. Okay, Keller Smith. 142. Boom. 5 packs of Battle Style. Give me a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, they're saying now that the guy drove off that cliff on purpose, trying to kill all of them. Oh my God. Damn, the driver survived. Whoa. 1-inch Punisher. Oh my God. Whistle turned yawner. What's up, Lucid? Beep. Tesla take over when it will save Awesome Tech. Hi, what? Mister, lately I keep getting nightmare. I lost my Pokies by flood from monsoon. Should I be worried? Put them in a waterproof bucket. I don't know. Put them in a waterproof bucket and then chain that bucket to something. Who's trying to snipe my battle styles? Here's Mr. Rhyme. Age Slash. Boltund. Age Slash again. Sidra and Urshifu. Wow. Boop. Okay, Keller Smith, thank you very much. That was a wild ride. Kevin O'Neill, Kenneth Kyle, Keller Smith. Whew. This is going to be 1.23. There we go. Is it normal to bleed when I muck? You might have seen a doctor about that. Here's Joseph Sparnbleck, 2 V-stars. Ooh. Only if you're a girl. Oh. Okay, Joseph. Oh, Hoopa, huh? Look at that Hoopa. Rare Quip Slab. Goo Goo Muck. We're getting closer to encapsulating the Quip cards. That was a lot harder than I thought it would be to get those completely done. There was a lot of things we had to figure out. There we go. Latios. By the way, she's not working on more sketched drawings. Tonight she was working on music. She really likes music a lot. I could use some Taco Bell right now. You know, I might have to learn how to draw cards. Maybe I should draw a series of cards. Joseph Sparnbleck. That's good. Makes mine rare. What's up, mister? How's it going, YBG Gaming? Watch Bob Ross. How you doing? And Happy New Year, mister. I'm doing pretty well. Way out body underneath that head. What? Okay, so now, Big T Exotics, Lost Thunder Break. Okay, Big T Exotics. Your wife wants to be like Taylor Swift, I bet. Yeah, she just really enjoys music. She really does. So she's passionate about music. Here's Sean Miller, 2 Lost Thunder. Sean Miller. She's enjoying art these days a lot. She told me that she doesn't want to code forever. She wants to quit her job and do art instead. Okay, now we've got Bulk and Cheap, Lost Thunder Spot. That's it. Time for the Lost Thunder box break. Bulk, Cheap. Bulk, cheap. All right, there we go. And I told her, no, get back to work coding. You're a code slave. I told her, how much money does art make? She's like, well, I said, that's right. No art. Get back to work. Let's see. This Charizard isn't going to pay for itself. Yeah, this. Oh. I'm going to drop out of school and become an artist. I bought a jar of spit from a homeless guy. All right. Now I know my true purpose in life is to sell jars of bodily fluids. Mister is my grandfather. He doesn't know it yet, though. I, too, am an artist. Damn, mister, you have a strong pimp hang. I want to quit my job and live off the government. Just be sure that the art school accepts her. We know how that road goes. My wife's not going to be Hitler. Are you repeating yourself? I like spray paint art. Coding 10-hour shifts. Corporations suck. Yeah, she tells me it's not a very good job. It pays well, but it doesn't make her happy. So, Octavio Melendrez. She's pretty dissatisfied with work at this point in life. So it sounded more and more like at some point she's going to be quitting. It's too bad because she makes really good income. All right, Sneep. It's nice having a girlfriend who's making a lot of money because it helps you retire sooner. Here's Cupchu and Sweekood. Wow, nice, man. Commission for sexy art. Pays very well. That's the funny thing. Like, if I was doing drawings, I wouldn't even want to do sexy art. Not because I have anything against it, but because I'd rather draw, like, I don't know, like Pokemon or something. You know what I mean? Bro, send me a couple packs to unboxing. In Greece, I'm moving to Greece. Did you guys know that Greece is the country that has the highest rate of sex? It's true. I looked it up. Greece was #1. Let's see. Maybe because they have such a beautiful land and such a nice warm sun. Here we go. Yeah, you can look that up. I don't know how they do those studies, though. Makes me wonder. I'm going to upload myself in the Pokemon metaverse, then Mr. can adopt me and I'll be rich. Going to Greece for old maids. Have you seen Greece women? Maybe they have beautiful women. Well, I think a lot of countries have beautiful women. Jasic McHenry. Actually, which country has the ugliest women, do you think? You know, I don't know. That's a good question. Ugliest women. Here's Ditto. Ditto Umbreon. That's for Jason McHenry. Which country has the ugliest women? The USA? But the United States is a melting pot. So I don't think that that could be true, right? The United States must have some beautiful women. Canada, California. California love. Where's Jason McHenry? Here he is. America has the uggos. Here we are. Maybe America has a high number of beautiful women, but also a high number of ugly women. Here's Brett Fairney. Here we go. I feel like some girls in America kind of go crazy with like feminist ideology, and they turn into like femcells. Does that make sense? We got like incels, that's dudes, and then femcells are like the girl version of that. There you go. They get really bitter. They got everything bad to say about men. Men suck. And then, but they're always really unattractive. You're like, you couldn't get a man. In Greece, you guess it, the women are sweet. France has pleasant, did you say peasant? Ugly women. Can't be Greece, but can be Greek. Eastern European women are chef's kiss. The women want to be men in the USA, so yeah. All right, so here we go. Here's Doug Trio. Well, the men want to be a women as well in the United States, so it goes both ways. But here's Brett, pulling all the good packs, right, Brett? Here's Pick a Peck. And here's Vulpix. All right, tough round for Brett. I'm sorry, Brett. That's real expensive. That's going to be a tough round for Brett. Hot girls don't need men anymore. They've got the internet. I don't think that's true. I just think that the hot girls get hot boyfriends, and it's not you. So the internet makes a lot of men angry at the hot women because they have to look at them and see this sort of like object of beauty that they'll never own. You know what I mean? Like, you can never get this. You can never get this. La 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 la. Right? So she dangling her Badusi in front of you, and you look at it and you go, well, that is a pristine Badusi, and I'll never have it. Some rich guy's going to get it. Some guy who lives in California and owns a yacht. Some tech CEO. Some, you know, I don't know, some movie star, something like that, right? Gregory Pablo. That is so true, mister. I was an incel once until I got a girlfriend. Here's Gregory Pablo. All right, Gregory Pablo. You will never get this. You will never get this. La 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 la. Life Force. Blech. Here's Electro Power Tapu Smoopu. My ex-girlfriend married a billionaire. Here's Skeploom. Whoa. Now that's a hot round for Gregory Pablo. I'm sorry, man. That was actually really cold. Okay. Gregory. There we go. Tyler Andre next. Wordle. Whoa. Oh man, I hate this music. What is this music? Okay. Oh, it sounds so bad. Tyler Andre. My ex-wife married a San Francisco cop. I think she married the CEO of GoPuff. I think Swedish women are #1. Here we go. Hold on. That's racism. You think one race of humans is sexier than a different race? You're racist. Here's Philip Webb. I'll invite you to my Project X party one day. Wee-hee, yoo-hoo! I've never met so many racists. Okay, what we got? Chico Rita. Aw, such a cutie. Okay, Philip Webb with a P. We should look it up on the internet. Which country had the most beautiful women? And then I'm just going to pack my bags and move there. Problem solved. Dude, this is a terrible song too. Whew. Wow, there's so many bad songs. Jonathan Ceruzzi. Oh, Jonathan. He's going to get so many hits. I can tell. I can just tell sometimes. I'm too sexy for the boxers. Actually, I think Jonathan Ceruzzi has a very high chance for a hit here because the first packs have been very cold. He gets Slowking's pretty cool, but just Slowking, huh? This box is really hot. WTF, reverse hollow in every pack. Faba and White Kyurem. Okay. You should get a mascot, mister. That's right, I need a mascot. I'm hiring. I have a mascot opening. Okay, must have a long tummy to apply. I am offering lodging as part of payment. Jonathan Ceruzzi. Your housing will be taken care of. Dibs on the mascot. When's the first edition Cardconomist set? Coming soon. Okay. Michael Cusick has a whopping 3 packs. 1, 2, 3. Michael Cusick, today is your day. United States of Texas has the hottest women. I thought Bing Chiling was the mascot. Second half of this box is going to be fire. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, man. Could start right here. Michael Cusick has 3 packs. Christmas tree, Christmas tree. La, 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 la. Michael Cusick. Diglett. Wow, that Diglett's got a big red lump on it. He might want to get that checked out. I wish I knew how to print money or pokies. Here's Heat Factory. Yeah, you can get yourself investigated by the FBI, man. Oh, there we go. GX Verizian. We're rolling in it. Rich, dude. We are rich. Here's Electabuzz. UC Logan Paul. No. Response to CoffeeZilla today. LMAO. Oh, I've not been keeping up with that. Texas women are always trying to drive trucks. They can hardly reach the pedals. Michael Cusick related to the Cusack actors. That's just Red Corn and his Diglett. What? All right. So, Michael Cusick. He is an MI. And I feel like we're not going to find him in the regular MI boxes. Let's check this big overflow box real fast. Mike Side's in here. All right, take it back. He's not in here. So he must be over here somewhere. Michael Cusick. Here we go. Looks like he's taking a little break, but he's back now. Last update his bag on 9/22. Girls do love a good stick shift. I tell you what. There we go. 123. Whoop. John smoking? No, John. Sansane. Okay, San's got Hoppip. Look at that Hoppip. That's for San A. Boop. We have Mr. Cheese on spot number 18. Hey, there's no full art been pulled yet, Cheese. This could be your #1 box. Are you ready? Here it is. Mister, I seen a guy with 2 Digletts. Oh, man. Keep him away from your girlfriend. Giraffe rig. Wow, this is one very cold box. If we sent you M&Ms, would you eat them or throw them? M&Ms? I might eat them. I shouldn't eat them because they're unhealthy. I'm doing pretty good today. I've eaten a real limited diet today. Gregory Pablo. You ready, Gregory? On 19. Oh, Xerneas and Dialga Hollow. That's actually a pretty good pack. Look at this. So the Dialga Hollow is cool, and this is legitimately very good. Mr. is the Glizzy Gobbler. Not the organic M&Ms. They are healthier. That's Gregory Pablo. Nice. Good job, Gregory. That's a sick-looking card. Tyler Stites has 1 and 2. Okay, he's got 2 spots. Mega Peanut M&Ms are the... Mega Penis? You're gross, Corn Rules. Pokemon has silver and black borders, but stuck with the ugly yellow. Here's Eevee. Ooh, Eevee. Lampent. Well, I think it's a good idea to have continuity between the English and the Asian cards because they're printing them with silver borders in Japan and yellow borders in America, and I think that's a bad idea. They should have had them be the same color, whether all the cards were yellow or all the cards were silver. And I think that having a little change-up will be fun. It doesn't really change the artwork or anything. It's just going to be gray now. The Rizzler kind of flows. TCCV. There we go. Well. Now we got Greg Brown. Mr. Greg Brown, I believe he just told me he needed a new bag. Greg Brown. Sneak those up. He's got 3 packs. This has got to be it. When are we getting a vintage Yu-Gi-Oh box break? You know, I honestly think that's a good idea and that we definitely need to do that. Blizzy holographic. Beautiful pull. You got Pinsir as well. Pinsir are going to be less popular. There's a white Kyurem. Ghost Rare, Honest Be Like. There we go. And Blitzel. Wow, this is one cold box, guys. Just a reminder of how Sun and Moon boxes were back in the day. You know, these Sword and Shield boxes are so much more generous. It's kind of stupid. Like, it kind of redefines what a hit is nowadays. Because you open Sword and Shield and you got these Vs and VMAXs and regular full art and special hyper rare full art and golden card and alternative art and character special secret rare. You know what I mean? Back in the day, you just got a GX or a full art, and that was it. And your box maybe had 4 GXs and maybe 2 full arts. But they could have less than that, and often it did, which is what we appear to be going through right now. Jesse Selena is on 25. There's probably going to be a box with 1 full art in it, if I had to guess. Okay. Oh, we got something. Luzamine and Genesect. Wow. So we've pulled Virizion, and we've pulled Genesect. Does it get better than that? Those are some hot pulls. Jesse Salinas. I don't think it gets any better than that, guys. Folks. Who says folks, honestly? That's all, folks. That was like the 1950s, that kind of cartoon. Does anyone still say folks? Taven Richardson. Okay. Mister, you missed 1 spot for Gregory Pablo. I ordered 2 spots today, 5 total. Okay, interesting. Well, let me finish this. Shoot, you got me confused now. Are we on Taven Richardson now? All right, Taven Richardson. Here's Sudowoodo Tapu Fini. Here's Mareep Espion. Honestly, Gregory Pablo, it's looking like I did you a favor because this box has been cold. Oh, there we go. We got a full art, and it's Blacephalon. Oof! Blacephalon card looks really nice, by the way, but Blacephalon himself, not very popular. Okay, let's take another look at that. Oh, cool, man. Yeah, it's a cool looking card, but not valuable. I've not seen those go for a lot of money. People do not drop money on Blacephalon. Taven Richardson. It is sad, but it is also true. Did we do Taven already? It doesn't look like we'd done it yet. I can't believe Nightmare Clown is a Pokemon. That was his. This was his spots. All right. Gregory Pablo had me thinking about stuff. Gregory, if you're saying that you should have had more spots in here, then we got to work it out. You got a spot down here, though, on 19. Super Dan. 3 spots for Super Dan. 1, 2, 3. Super Dan. Super Dan. Let's see if you get a snipe, Super Dan. So we know this box has had 2 GXs and 1 full art. Man, this is making my Pokebros look like a sweet deal. Here's Hoppip and, oh, nice. You do get a hit. Super Dan, you've had a lot of luck lately. I was missing 1 spot in the box. Okay, so that's 16 bucks then. And you can think about what you'd like to do with the 16 bucks, if anything. Here's Life Force. Gregory is looking like he didn't miss anything valuable. This Tyranitar is maybe the first actually valuable thing we've pulled. The Xerneas was good too. The Blacephalon is okay. All right, so that's 3 more packs. That's for Super Dan. Three Chilling Rain. 3 chilies. Okay, Inpeng says, I'll take Bruxish. Wow, you did it, Inpeng. Bruxish is a liberal arts major. Don't ask me how I know. I can just tell by looking. It is ma'am. There we go. Big T Exotics. All right. I did it by majoring in psychology. Okay, Big T Exotics has got Meganium Hollow. That's one of the better hollows you can pull out of the set. Okay. Do do be do 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 do. Scooby doo do 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 do. All right. All right. Okay. Here's Sean Miller with 2 spots. It's almost over, everybody. I ate liver and onions for dinner. 'Cause liver is king. I heard he's getting sued for $25 million. Lawsuits are profitable. I graded my Typhlosion Hollow from this set. Got a 10. Nice. Here's Counter Gain. The second full art comes out, and it is Sigilith. Wow, man, this whole box was screaming that it's a bad box. We pulled pretty much all of the worst Pokemon. Yeah, bad. All right, Sean Miller. And no Hyper Rare either. That was terrible. You're hoping to pull Lugia. But Suicune's also in the set. And Tyranitar. And we pulled none of those things. I mean, we pulled one GX Tyranitar. Not impressive. Yeah, that's pretty rough. There could be last pack magic. You're right. I don't think there will be because we just pulled a full art. But let's see what happens. Okay, bulk and cheap. Custom catcher. Woo! Hot. So hot. So very hot. All right. Get out of here. Bulk and cheap, huh? Where am I going to find bulk and cheap? Oh my God, custom catcher. That's right. What would you do if you were a custom catcher? Put this over here. That's the hit. Speedy Kick, Billy, Brian, bulk and cheap. There we go. Update this little baggie. Give him a little update. You've had this baggie for a long time. It's funny because it's not a very large bag for being so old. That means occasionally you pop in and buy like one thing. They need more guns in Pokemon. That's right. Blastoise's design included guns on him. He had cannons. And I don't mean Mommy Milker cannons. And Milk Tank did have Mommy Milker cannons. We need another Mommy Milker cannon Pokemon. How about V-Star and $1 to the charity slab so I don't need store credit? Says Rabies. V-Star Universe. All right, you got it, man. Oh, here it is. I want EV Heroes to be under $100 again, but that's never going to happen. Probably not. $3.49. $1 at a time. This gets closer to 0. It's going to happen one day. Hope you're around when it does. So we are already at 3, guys, because I started so late. I'm sorry. Let's get that V-Star for Gregory Pablo. What's the next box break, mister? Good question. Here we go. Little Caesars has good stuffed crust pizza. Are you sure? Are you sure about that? So this was a cold pack. I'm sorry. Are you sure about that? I don't know. Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? I don't know. Should have bought a bunch of boxes when I had a feeling. Hooked on a feeling. Do-do-do. Okay, so we need a new box, don't we? Give me a moment. Stretch. So I'm gonna do a box of this. And I have a box of these. Unified Minds! Mom, I want unified! Dooby-dooby-doo. Dooby-dooby-doo. No yawning. Anyone who yawns is gonna have to have their pee-pee cut off. All right. I'm ready to do the Unified. So Unified's actually going to be the same price at $16 a pack. Unified Minds have been good breaks. Last few we opened on stream had fire in the boxes. It should fill up quickly. Well, all the boxes have a chance to be fire, and they all have a chance to be cold. Unified Minds has some really good pulls like Dragonite, Tyranitar, Mewtwo, Misty, and it's always been pretty popular. Also, doesn't Unified Minds have alternative arts in it? This is brawl music or something, isn't it? Let me see what this is. Oh, this is Smash Wii U. This was like my least played Smash Brothers game. My friend Patrick had it, and that was it. There we go. Ooh, woo. Ooh, woo. Ooh, Unified Minds. So we changed this from Lost Thunder. It said XY Lost Thunder. That's funny. So Sun and Moon, Unified Minds. 16. Ooh, Unified. I never touched it. I'm such a terrible Smash player. David Mallory. One Piece Romance Japanese. I don't have a bag. Thank you for letting me know, David, and saving me all the trouble of having to search for a bag that doesn't exist. So here we are, One Piece Japanese. Is this your first time, David? I don't feel like it is. I feel like I recognize your name. Have you played Apex Legends? Oh, I've played Apex Legends. Oh, look at that. That was like a one-pack snipe for him. That's pretty good, man. All right. Yeah, that's a textured card. That means it's one of the hit pulls. Wow. There we go. What if you could open cards like that all the time, David? Waltz right in and take the hit. That'd be nice. Do 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 do. Okay, David. Mallory. 1.23. Are you an Apex Legend? Oh, yeah. I love Apex Legend and smelling like I haven't showered in 2 weeks. Here's Philip Webb, 1 live custom. Oh, Philip! 1 live custom. Oh, very lucky. Let's see what you got, Philip. Something good? Ah, you got a girl card. All right, so those go in the box pretty cheap, though. But let's see what it is. Which one is it? 026. Okay, give me a moment. Yes, the box does have a girl card in it, and you just pulled it. Let me take all these out. Interestingly, I do not actually see it. Did I take it out? I don't understand. Oh, I found it. Never mind. Never mind. Here it is. All right. So you could potentially sell this back to me, or you could find someone else to sell it to if you do not collect girl cards. Yeah, the box will have a girl card in it to keep the girl cards moving all the time. I don't often grade girl cards, but we got a couple girl cards. Rigged, pre-recorded. So Philip Webb. That is a pristine grade. There we go. Sweet. Now, one spot in the Lost Thunder break. Philip, I'm going to dump you in the Unified Minds break. Is that okay? It's the same price. Shipping up bags and slabs after the break, please, he says. Okay, Philip Webb. Plus shipping. So this should fill up pretty fast, Mr. Philip. Also depends if you want to risk so kids. I have 4 slabs and a coin. Sounds good. Regilia Torres says, hey, mister, I have a bag. Let's get 6 Fighter Ambition and shipping. Fighter Ambition. You got it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ta-da! Oh, Regilio. All right, what do we got? Piccolo, the Infiltrator. Wow. Son Gohan. King Gurums. King Gurums looks like he could lose a little weight. Here's Vegeta limbering up. Zeun. Black Masked Saiyan, Assassin from the Darkness. Okay. Lady knows what men do. Depends on how loyal they are. Son Gohan, Power Unshackled. Oh! Unshackled power, you say? More, more, more. So Regilio also wants to ship. I think that's a fantastic idea. Pissed my pants to save toilet water. That's so smart. Finally, someone who cares about the environment. I'll carry Jalapeno. Among Us. Whew, there we go. Regilio. Here he is. Scooby-Dooby-Dooby-Doo. What is this music, man? Mr. Carrier, what? What was she worth? Says Sosa. Soda Sosa. All right. Play Donkey Kong Big Boy. What? Am I being disrespected? Brett Fairney, can I please have 1 Lost Thundy spot? Brett, you're going into Unified Minds. Oh, I definitely wrote these numbers too small at the start. 1 Battle Styles. So, all right, let's see what you got. Show me what you got. Oh, Tyranitar, nice. Very good. Brett has a bag somewhere over here, I believe. Could be this one. And we'll slide it in here. All right. Next up, we have Miguel Guardado, SLAB-AWAY Charizard. You got it. Good choice. Nice choice. Here he is, Lance's Charizard. Chat sleepy. It is 3 a.m. Chat always gets sleepy by 3 a.m. from what I've seen. Okay, Miguel. Miguel! I think you will go right here. So this is January, Miguel Guardado. And it's going to say Charizard on it. And it's going to start at 630. There you go. You're all started up, Mr. Miguel. The ghosts come out at 3 a.m. Woo! The ghost of Anthony H. He's gonna get you. Woo! Okay, cool. We got a few more orders. We got Elaine Sonko. I'll take 3 more V-Star Universe. Elaine. Oh, my. What time do I usually wake up? Pretty late. I'll wake up at like 12 p.m. to 1 a.m. 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. And I'll stay up pretty late, too. I'll stay up till about 6 a.m. So that's my old sleep schedule. It seems like I've reverted back to it, but that's okay. I just kind of lose sleep on the weekends. I lose a lot of sleep on the weekends because my wife wakes up at her usual time, and then she runs over and wakes me up, and I'm like a zombie. Rayquaza. Credit card payment and credit card debt and car payment are no joke. That's right. You gotta escape those things. There we go. There we go. The trick is to have 2 jobs or a job and a side hustle. That little extra amount of money you can earn by working the weekend make a big difference in your life. Let's see. You guys know me. I work every weekend, right? So, been doing that for 3 years now. 3 years. No vacations. It really does work for earning more money. You know? Instead of working 5 days, you work 2 more days. You work 7 days. Some people only work 4 days. Charles Brucker says 4 V-Star Universe Chinese. You got it, man. Sounds good. Sorry to hear her mom is not as well. It would be nice at your date as she will want to be out on date, but at the same time she wants to look after her mom. Mama's got a gun. I'm tired, though, tired. Mister, I want to do a remote job and a full-time job. Cool, man. We are. Gonna have to open that OnlyFans. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, and you aren't spending on those days. That's a very good point. If I'm at home working, or clocked into work working, I should say, that means I'm not out spending. Close that window now. Very good point. Okay. He said $50 on his SLAB-AWAY. Let's do that first, Charles, so I don't forget it. Charles Brucker. Going down to 146. Updated. Thanks. If you are busy working on the weekend. All right, let's snip it up. Snip. Let's say you earn 20 hours, $20 per hour. And you pick up a 4-hour shift on Saturday and a 4-hour shift on Sunday. Well, that's 8 hours. That's an extra $160 in your pocket. It's a lot of money. It's like enough for a whole PSA slab of something every single week. That's an extra 4 slabs every month. And if you do that times 12, that's 48 more slabs in your collection. You could chalk it down as an extra $160, what I say again? It was, $160 in the stock market. So if you're working 8 hours on the weekend, 4 hours per day, and you're picking up an extra $160, Oh, what we got? Suicune, nice dude. You can toss an extra $160 into the stock market every weekend. And so if you did that times 4, let's see what that actually comes out to be. So 160 times 4, so that's an extra $640 a month, and times 12, that means you'd get $7,680 in the stock market every year. So yeah, picking up those 2 extra days of work, whether it be a side hustle or a part-time job or Uber or something like that, I don't know. If you actually work those extra days and do it very consistently and invest all that money all the time, it starts to build up into something, you know what I mean? Now you just need a wife who does the same thing. 2 of you get on the grind, put your monies together. Charles Brucker, let's find your bag. Money bag. If you get real crazy, what you'll do is you'll work 8 hours on the weekend each day. Okay, so that's if you're real crazy. Because I was suggesting you work just 4 hours on Saturday and 4 hours on Sunday. You know, and that would leave your whole day open, basically. Because after you're done working, you're just going to go play, right? So that was my concept. But let's say you earn 20 hours a week. And $20 an hour. I'm sorry, I'm trying to do this and talk at the same time. Let's say you earn $20 an hour, and you actually pick up an extra 16 hours on the weekend. Now you're talking about a lot of money. You're talking about an additional $320 per paycheck, and for a month, that's an additional $1,280 a month. So now you're talking about a real solid bonus chunk of money. Here we are. Mr. Does money make us modern day slaves? I would argue no. I would argue no. And I understand the argument for like a wage slave, because that's what socialists and communists love to say. They love to get all bitter about work. I've done it myself. When I was in college, I was actually a Democrat-leaning Democrat. Okay, so I leaned to the socialism. I leaned toward Democrat ideas. That was when I was less wealthy too, by the way. And the difference is, back then, I wasn't as educated about money when I was in college as I am today. So the irony is that I was less intelligent, less educated in college, where you'd think I'd be smarter. Now I'm out of college learning real money ideas, and I'm wealthier now. So the problem is, when you're born, you do not have a right to food. You do not have a right to housing. You do not have a right to anything. It's like back in caveman days, when you were born, some cheetah could run up and eat you, right? And we've become so advanced as a society, people believe that that's gone away. And it literally hasn't. In fact, under no circumstances in any level of prosperity will that have gone away. It is simply the nature of reality that the world wants to eat you up when you're born, and you have to survive. And so as you get older, your parents feed you, they dress you, they give you all the things. And how do they do that? They do that by producing goods to feed you. So back in the day, you would be born maybe in the middle of nowhere, and mom and dad picked berries and killed saber-toothed tigers to protect you and to feed you. And now in the future, you don't pick berries unless you work on a strawberry farm, and you don't kill saber-toothed tigers unless you work on, like, I don't know, some safari zoo farm. But what you do is you go to work and you do paperwork, which is not as fun in certain aspects. It's very soul-sucking. But you still provide for yourself. You need to feed yourselves. You need to eat. Now, you don't have to get a job. You can just go, like, live in the woods naked somewhere, especially if you just go into the woods real deep, real far away from society. You're welcome to do that, okay? But nobody owes you all that stuff. You're not their child genetically. They didn't have sex and make you. Your parents maybe owe you that, but not forever. Your parents don't owe taking care of you forever. The general consensus is that after 18, you kind of got to do it yourself, right? So at some point, you need to feed yourself and clothe yourself. If you hate that there's some rich CEO who you have to work for as a wage slave, well, then don't work for him. Quit working for him and go start your own business. Go start your own farm, essentially, right? Your business is your farm. where you produce the money that you need to clothe yourself and feed yourself. So if you're mad that the business owner is providing you a job that doesn't pay what you want it to pay, well, then quit. Quit and go start your own business. And that's really the solution. You need to quit and start your own business. But what happens with these socialists and these communists is they go, oh, I don't want to be the business starter. I just want to be handed a job, right? So they very, very rarely do they want to be the ones to have to start a business, because once you're challenged with the task of starting a business, you realize it's like impossibly difficult. It's real complicated. It requires you to have real skill and knowledge that you lack. You don't have those things. And so why should you have just like the right to own all the money that's being produced from the guy who went and gathered all that knowledge and all that skill? You just get his stuff because he did all the work and you didn't. That's at the heart of socialism and communism, is just selfishness. That's what it comes down to. Now, a lot of it is selfishness. Some of it's like, well, we want to take care of the young and we want to take care of the elderly and we want to take care of the sick and we want to take care of the disabled. All those aspects of socialism I can agree with, but we have to do it within the realm of being financially solvent. Wait, that's not the right word. Financially stable as a society and in a country. But then there's that whole group of like college liberal kids who think that, well, mommy and daddy paid for all my stuff until I was 18. Now society will pay for it until I die. You know, and it's just, it never works out. It never works out because your richest people leave. They go to an actual capitalist society. They go, I don't like to be taxed at 40%. I'm moving to the UAE. I don't like to be taxed at 60%. I'm moving to Ireland, which I think Ireland recently changed their tax code. So your smartest people leave. They used to leave other places in the world to get to America because we had low taxes and capitalism. One day, if we raise it enough in America, they'll leave this country to go to a different one. That's really what happens. The millionaires and the brilliant people who make stuff and start businesses, they're so ambitious and competitive that they get off of their asses and they leave if you treat them bad. Money goes where it's treated best. So Super Dan says, I think I have a couple free grades. Can I use one on Tyranitar and one on Diglett? Or Dialga? You got it, man. Super Dan. Dialga and Tyranitar. So every time you get socialism, it's never enough. People always start to demand more and more free stuff. The government starts printing money. Buying powers, dissolve. And eventually you're just out of other people's money. You always run out of other people's money. There's never enough. No matter how much you spend, you're always out of other people's money. I assume you're talking about that, Dialga. Whew. Start a tax evasion business. Our government's a perfect example of that. It says you got 5 of them, so let me mark you down as having spent 2. You got 3 left. Our government has us in $3 trillion of debt, and they just passed a $1.7 billion spending plan, and it's all full of all kinds of weird, dumb stuff, like spending all this money to teach equity programs to teachers or something like that. That's like an ideology to me. That's communism. Equity is communism. There's no difference. It's the same thing. Equity is communism. So they're going to spend tax dollars to teach teachers to teach communism. And it's like, wait a second. That's like a Democrat principle, equity is. It's not a Republican principle. So, yeah, it's crazy that we would spend money on that because Republicans don't want to teach that crap. Just one political side does. It's like they've got control of the education system then if they're pushing their ideologies. Here's Super Dan. There we go. But there was a lot of other crazy stuff too, and I'm sure we'll hear more and more about what's actually in the bill as time passes. And it's going to be a bunch of disagreeable, crazy stuff. Like the $200 million to Pakistan, that was in the spending plan, I believe. Lance Weiss says 1 Pixar pack. You got it, man. 1 Pixar pack. Housing, nothing. But, there's multiple problems with socialism. Socialism, one of the problems is that your most innovative and wealthy and intelligent class of humans leave. They realized that they would save a lot of money if they just go to a different first world country with a better tax rate. So that's why the UK is experiencing a massive outflow of millionaires. So this isn't just some theory. We can look it up. the millionaires really do leave. They're like, I'm out of here. Also, build a park in Washington, D.C. for Ukraine is in the spending bill. Ha, ha, ha. That's wild, man. Do you think you can make money grading certain Pokemon cards lots on eBay with PSA? Maybe. All right, one shiny V. One shiny V Unipack? Shiny V Unipack? You mean shiny... You mean V-Star Universe? He says shiny V Unipack. I'm assuming he means this. I don't have debt, but it seems like it's a better idea. All right. Very nice. So what I was trying to say is one of the problems with socialism is that your smartest class of innovators and businessmen leave to other countries. Then the taxes you collect on those guys drops to zero. You collect nothing on them. You went from collecting a lot of money on them when taxes were lower to collecting nothing on them when they leave to another country. You now make no money on those guys. Your taxes go to zero. Ooh, look at that. That's a nice card, man. Love. Love is in the air. All right, cool. Very sexy. But the other problems occur too, where now you've got all of this power concentrated into the hand of the government, right? So in a capitalism free market society, a lot of power is not in the hands of government. It's spread out a bit more. Power is spread out in a capitalist society because businesses compete with each other for money, and the businesses control a lot of the wealth in the country, and the politicians do not. So the politicians have less power, but the politicians do have some power. They have legislative power and they have military power, okay? So the politicians do have quite a bit of power right there, legislation and military. So, but the power's been divided between the private sector and the public sector, which is the government. Private sector is Google, public sector is the government. So it's been divided. In a socialist communist regime, all the money goes to the politicians now. Huge amounts of it do. So they've got a ton of money, and they've got the military and legislation. So you end up with this much more powerful government than you ever had. And if the government eventually produces a ruthless leader, that guy decides he doesn't like people. What he likes is power, and power is a corrupting force. You know, that's how you end up with guys like the CCP party in China or the oligarchs and Putin in Russia, because power is a corrupting force. And when a lot of power is concentrated into the government rather than being divided, it makes the government worse, not better. Does that make sense? So it gets much worse. And yeah, and so it's just, it's an interesting thing. I would say a last part to it is, does socialism always lead to this? I feel like it does. I feel like what people don't understand, at the heart of the idea for equity and the heart of the idea of communism and socialism, is the desire for everyone to be kind of more equal. That's the desire. But look what it actually produces. Socialism and communism, despite trying to make everyone equal, still produces a hierarchy with powerful people at the top. It still produces socialist regime, communist regime, these super powerful leaders all the way at the top, like kings and queens. We don't call them kings and queens, but they are. So it produces kings anyways. So no matter how hard you try to stop there from being a hierarchy, one always emerges. And I think that's because it's a naturally occurring phenomenon. It has nothing to do with the legislature. It's got nothing to do with how the laws are written. You can be a communist society, a socialist society, capitalist. It could be anarchy. It could be anything at all. No matter what, no matter how you structure the government, a king and queen will emerge. They will. They'll viciously and ruthlessly cut everyone down, and they'll emerge at the top. So the best design is to split the power up, which is what our founding fathers were clever for. They created the Senate, Congress, and the presidency and the judicial system in order to divide power. And that is actually one of the things that makes America special, is the division of power. Well, going from capitalism to socialism would actually increase the power into the hands of the politicians. Simon Frank says, hey, mister, 5 spots in the Unified Minds box break. You got it. They would have more power than they used to have. Simon Frank. Because now they would have a lot of money. And you wouldn't. You would be a lot less wealthy, and I'm speaking about the private sector would have a lot less power because they wouldn't have much money. The government would be like, we don't need your money anymore. We got our own money. Now we'll decide what's right and what's wrong, and you'll listen to us. Next up, we got Charles Brucker. Walkthrough grade on Suicune V. Chinese, this is my second one. Wow, really? That's actually really lucky. All right, this one's got to be a 10. I remember the other one. The other one did have an issue. This one's got to be a 10. All right, here we are. Let me try hitting up some Discord. We got to make money worthless. Well, the government's going to make money worthless by printing. And every large, I should say, great's not a word I want to use because it makes them sound flattering or something, but every large empire has collapsed after it started printing unruly amounts of money. They get their hands on the money supply and they go, let's just increase this and spend it in the way that we think is right. And then that country collapses. It happens over and over again in history, and we're doing it right now. Every single country, every single time it collapsed, it was because they printed money. And we're doing it right now like fools. Here we go, Charles Brucker. The Chinese and Russia alliance is going to try and replace the US dollar. They're going to try. And they might actually succeed because we've been so nice to all the other countries that they might not want to deal in US dollars anymore. You want that Gengar, mister? I'll take it, Gengar. All right, so this is Charles Brucker. Why would a country want to accept US dollars when it could accept a gold-backed currency as payment for its goods? Because if you're forced to deal in US dollars, that means the US government has the ability to reduce the buying power of those US dollars that you just collected by printing more and more of them. So you would say, I don't want US dollars anymore. These US dollars suck. The US government just keeps printing. This is going to say W for walkthrough. It's also going to say Chinese. There we go. Haha. Oops. That should be good enough. John will know what's going on. Thank you so much, man. Still got the Caterpie? I think I do. What Caterpie? Looking for it. Is it Caterpie Tops card? Government's watching your every move. Oops. Yeah, authoritarians watch your every move because watching your every move is part of being in control of you. Edgar has a Caterpie. China would not lose to us. Yeah, maybe. By the way, that's unknown for now, but I think that the United States is set up nicely for a fall because we're overly confident. We are overly confident, and I feel that we have gotten kind of resting on our haunches, right? Because we've had a lot of prosperity for a long time, so we're kind of resting on our laurels. These old-timey sayings. And we have a Gen Z generation that grew up on their phones, and they want communism, they want socialism. They don't want to start new businesses. They don't want to be business entrepreneurs. They want high taxes on everything. They think that's good for them. It's actually the worst thing that they could have for themselves. They think if we raise taxes, then as a community, we'll be better off. Well, you're just paying for grandma and grandpa who already spent their whole lives enjoying low taxes. And now that they're old, you're going to pay for more of their stuff. You're just letting yourself get squeezed more, man. If you want to have a chance to build wealth as a young person, you want low taxes for the next 20 years because you're young. You got 20 years ahead of you. Keep the taxes low now. You raise them right before you get a job, you're just committing financial suicide. All right, well, I didn't see that Caterpie, but also, I think we're out of orders, guys. So let's see what time it is. 1:44 minutes. I'm that devil on your shoulder, mister. God, I guess. He didn't sell. He's just somewhere. I don't know where he went. He's not over here, is he? Oh, I found him. There he is. I found him. They have nukes too. We just turned to Apocalypse. Mr. Matthew, so they're going to win. John, message Mr. back. Here it is. Look at him. He's so heartless. Look at those black void eyes. Then they have more bodies than us. I don't know if China is in a position right now where you could definitely say that they're stronger than the United States, but I think they're probably in a trend to beat us. But it really comes down to who comes out with better technology over time. I think that's really important. But also, I think the fact that the Chinese Communist Party doesn't have so much infighting, and they have more unity, and they have more of a global purpose to dominate. In the United States, we're busy saying, oh, we're the worst country that ever existed. We're racist, we're sexist, we're homophobes, we're blah, blah, blah. So we're focused on all this self-hate. There's a lot of self-hate in the United States. And the United States is focused on sexuality. So I got nothing against that. You want to be crazy in bed? I don't judge. I really don't. You should go out and enjoy getting your pee-pee smooched. But we got important things to do, like run businesses too. Be the best innovators. Be the best entrepreneurs. Build the best infrastructure in the world. It seems like politically we focus a lot on social justice and not on financial competition. And we want good competition and just general competence. That's not our focus. It's mostly, oh, feminism something, you know what I mean? And it's like, it's a distraction, in my opinion, from what we really need, which is wealth. You want to be wealthy? I want to be wealthy? Well, we got to have a smart government. We got to have a smart society. When your neighbor's smart and makes a lot of money, well, then they've got money to buy the thing that you're producing. So you want to get rich? Your neighbor needs to be rich too. And we all need to be rich and smart. But instead, we don't really make anything. We just consume things that we've imported from other countries. And the other countries are doing all the producing now. And they're doing a lot of the innovating too. So we're falling behind in those subjects when we used to dominate. And I think America's so used to being seen as like the source of all the innovation. We don't realize there's a true global competition for supremacy, and we could lose that very quickly. And the way we would lose it, we would definitely become lazy and we would become arrogant. That's precisely how we would lose. So we must avoid those vices. Is that the right word? We have to avoid those bad personality traits. Maybe those, I can't remember the word. But let me see. There's another order in. Let's see what we got. Charles Brucker says, oh, I already did that one. Hold on. That's weird. I registered twice. Yeah, it told me to do a walkthrough grade on the Suicune. So let me refresh. Too late. Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah, there is another order. Aaron Bradley Gordon. Hey, mister, I hope you had a great and safe New Year's. Can I please order 3 Resurgence of Power? Oh, wait, are those sold out? The Resurgence of Power? This is Resurgence of... No, that's Dawn of Legend. Okay, Resurgence of Power. That was the Yu-Gi-Oh, wasn't it? No, that's Crystal Guardians. Resurgence of Power? What are you talking about? Let me try and find what he's talking about. Oops. Oh, Final Fantasy. All right, all right, all right. You got it, man. And how many did you want again? He wanted 3 of them. It has such a funny name. Opus 18. Hope you had a great and safe New Year's. Can I please order 3 Resurgence? How much to ship my bag and slabs? Roughly 20 slabs and a heavy bag. You can message me or tell me now and I'll send it. If it's international and you got 20 slabs, I guarantee you that is an $80 shipment. So if it's an international, and I think you were, that is an $80 shipment. All right, Aaron. If it's in the United States, $9. Your price never changes in the United States. Always 9. All right, Aaron Bradley Gordon. What do we got? 2-headed dragon. Okay. Canada. Mister, let me slab away that Caterpie. Oh, Caterpie. Round 2. Fight. Here's Shiva. WTF, it's 2023. I hate time. America losing the global war for dominance over finance, dominance over technology and medicine. It would look like us just being kind of lazy and arrogant and taking for granted all of the great strategic positioning we've had in the world for all these years. All right, here we are. Ugh. Here we are. Cookies. Very good. We have Mr. John Pokestop. I only got 8, but can I slab him away till Friday? You got him, John. John, I'll waive the SLAB-AWAY fee for you. All right, John, I'm not even going to write down a record of him. I'm just going to say you've paid $8. Okay, so he's 54. You paid 8. That means you got, what, like 46 or something like that? So that's what you owe. I'll just send him over here. Oh, Charles Brucker says, buy the Caterpie for John. That's so nice. All right, John, Mr. Charles Brucker has just bought you this Caterpie. I suppose what that means, John, is you have an $8 credit, okay? What? Yep, Charles Brucker sent $54. Buy the Caterpie for John. How nice. This is a nice community. I like that caterpillar. So Tyler Kirk says 8 one-piece romance dawn. You got it, Tyler Kirk. Wow, thanks, Charles B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh no, we need a new box, I think. Okay, let me go looking for the box. Boy, I got a lot of stuff to move, man. Pokestop, you gave my phone card to Mr. Wright. There might not be a stream on Thursday is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Thursday we're going to take off. And I think John and I might both start working on moving the entire setup over to the new house. Then Friday the movers arrive. We're moving on Friday, guys. We're going to the new house on Friday. Okay, we'll snip this. Snip. Can we get a tour? There's a tour up on my TikTok right now, but we can do another tour. I plan on doing a real nice one on my way to help with the move. There we go. That'd be nice. Although, I don't know, maybe that wouldn't be nice. Then I have to keep track of you. Here's, I'd be like, here's all the Pokemon cards. Don't steal them. Whatever happened to Kitty? Kitty's still here. Ooh, Kitty's going to get to move to the new house, too. They're going to be excited for that. Kitty'd probably be all freaked out. They always freak out when you get them in a new house. You going to spruce up your setup a bit? So my goal is to get the setup exactly to how it is right now. And from there, once it's in operation again, I can start to assess how much extra room I have in the new bedroom and start to think about how to improve it. But my #1 goal will be to avoid a disruption to the service. We don't want to be down for more than a day or two. There you go. Yo, she's got some red hair, man. All right, and cool, dude. Tyler Kirk. Tyler with the TY. Do you have basements there? Yep, we got a really large basement. We have one room in our basement that's so large, we could probably rent it out to a roomie. Mister, the one-piece cards are climbing up price-wise, at least the English ones. Nice. Yeah, I thought about potentially renting out my basement in order to generate some extra revenue, basically. It could be awkward, though. You know what I mean? You'd have to hear me bumping uglies every other day. So that's it. That's all the orders, and we're at 154 minutes. What would you guys like? Would you like me to keep going, or do you think that we are probably out of orders? It's pretty late. It's 3:40. I think maybe it's better to shut down. The problem was that we started the stream like 2 hours late, so that was the real problem. So I think that we will wrap up here and have a nice daytime stream tomorrow, okay? Mister, I'll send one. No, maybe take a break because it's already 3:40, and oh, DSNUS says Zelle. Did I receive a Zelle payment? I don't see a Zelle payment. Do I have to log into Bank of America? Is it a pending one? Hold on. Did you know your business may have a credit score? Oh, I didn't know that. In fact, I did not know that. We have a processing order from Kyle McClanahan. Is that new? Who's saying that they sent an order? Yeah, I'm not seeing any Zelle orders. Wait. Is it this one? No. It couldn't be that one. That says it posted as of 12:30. By the way, have any of these been like reversed? Wow, we've received a lot of Zelle orders over a fairly short period of time. It's kind of fascinating. Okay, I'm just refreshing. Yeah, so Jesse Ransom said he sent. I'll wait for the Jesse Ransom order to arrive then, and then we'll wrap up after this, guys. It's been a lot of fun, guys. That's a new one? Oh my God, PayPal's giving me one of these stupid security. Give me a second. Let me see if that worked. So we have an order from Tyler Kirk. Yeah, we already did that one. Halloween cards? Yeah, somebody donated some Halloween card booster packs. We gotta give those away. Mister, no free one tonight. I thought I heard you say giveaway time now. That's right. Let me go get all the free ones for you, King Kong. Rare Individual says, Pika! Let's see. Oh, man. Oh, there we go. Something came in. You ready? So, Jesse Ransom, 2 Sneaker Bunko. Oh, Jesse! 2 Sneaker Bunko, 2 Minecraft. And 2 bulk grades. Yay! All right. You can give away my TCCG Pokemon phone card. What? You got to tell John that, okay? You got to tell John in Discord that. Tell him that you would like to place it. You would like to place it into a giveaway, and that you need him to get it over to me. All right, Jesse Ransom. Oh, right, booby cards. All right, boobies. Booty. Very nice. Pack number 2. It's raining, it's pouring. The old TTC is snoring. I do snore a little. Whoa! Shoop. Okay, how about these Minecraft packs? We got the Panda. It's Panda Express. Okay. Where can I buy stuff for you? Michael! Hello, Michael Drog. You can make an order from the list in the description. So if you go to the live stream description, you can see what's for sale. And then you just make a payment using my PayPal account or Zelle, which I have listed over there as well. There's a sheep, man. There we go. You can also use crypto, so that's another option. Yep, we don't use a website. We just go right from the description. Do you guys think it would be an improvement if we did a website or a downgrade? There we go. There we go. Oh my god.
This got expensive.
This got expensive. Says Sultan Gamer. Oh, that particular sound effect is expensive. That's the hente sound effect. Anime noise. So let's find Jesse Ransom, because we need to do 2 bulk grades, but he didn't say what to grade. So I just want to see his bag real fast. He didn't say new bag, did he? Jesse Ransom, I don't see a bag. Jesse Salinas, Jennifer Yap, Jesse Sajquim. New bag? Is this a new bag situation? This might be a new bag situation. All right, so if I get to choose whatever I want, I'm going to send out your boobies girlfriend. Where did that sound effect come from? I need to research it. Here we are. And then, where'd you get from here? Off center, off center. So I can tell you those aren't going to grade 10. So we might as well just grab another sexy sneaker bunko girl. John hates grading the sneaker bunko girls. He absolutely hates it. Well, okay. I sent an order just before you called, mister. No problem. Yeah. Anime noise. Oops. Love them. Sorry, John. My Diglett just said hi to me. I feel like it didn't say hi to you. There we go. All right, we'll place this up here. Boop. Now we need 2 sleeves. Haha. I actually hate note cards. I asked for Pokies for my birthday. Hopefully I get some. I want some Pokies for my birthday. Mister, I just looked it. You just looked it. Not with my daughter. Aha. Mr. John killing it with these slabbies. He's doing a good job. All right. Can I order 5 NBA? Aaron, Bradley, Gordon. How could you? 5 of them? That's too many. Throw this away. I'll be back. Basketball cards are pretty popular, man. Actually, the soccer cards have been popular too. There we go. I think A. Perez is part Spider-Man. Did you hear about Hamlin? I sure did. How's he doing? I heard he was still in critical condition. That's the last thing I heard. Is the book box still for $45? You know what? We're moving. And so I would be happy to sell a couple boxes just so that we don't have to move them. So yeah, well, I'll say yes to that. I kind of forgot about those. Can I order 5 NBA? How much you got? Ooh, actually, John might know more of how many of those we got. How many of those you think we got, John? Only English. Here's Paul George for the Clippers. Okay. I'm new here, by the way. How can you get packs to open on stream? Can I pay with PayPal? That's exactly how it works. You pay with PayPal. And you can see what's for sale in the live stream description. That's James Harden. You should have a sale for everything. Loose, not in a case. No, I don't need anything. I don't need to do that. That's too extreme. God, dude. God, what is up with this? There we go. Not wanting to go in the sleeve. Okay, let's see. Here's Great Expectations. And Luca Garza.
I am in a nest of Jews. They have cleverly shifted their shapes. One of them has taken the form of a little old woman. You can barely see her horns.
I feel like that sound effect needs to be louder. I'm going to play it without the music running. Are you guys ready?
It is 3 in the morning. I am in a nest of Jews. They have cleverly shifted their shapes. One of them has taken the form of a little old woman. You can barely see her horns.
So stupid. We need more Borat sound effects. All right, that's for Aaron Bradley Gordon. That's Sylvia, almost PSA 10. Here we are. Aaron B. Gordon. Aaron, I didn't see anything crazy come out of these packs. I'm sorry, man. I can't hear it, says A. Perez. That's what I'm thinking, too. That one's pretty quiet. That one's pretty quiet. All right, now we're all done. King of the Castle, King of the Castle, la 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 la. See you guys later. I had fun. See you tomorrow. Charles says, wait. Why are we waiting, Charles? Check in 1 minute. Oh, man. I just want to hop off, man. What time is it? It's 3:51. You know, I have to get a bunch of other stuff done. I have to go start working to get John ready. See ya, mister. Have a good day. Thanks, man. It's quick, says Charles. Whoa, it's a really big one. He says 10 English book boxes, mister. Oh, I got you. All right, 10 English book boxes. Thank you so much. We'll get those all ready and shipped out for you. Good night, everybody.